Hello everybody, Gerone Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Gerone Wright channel. Okay, in this video we have here an image of a picture of the front of my truck. My truck is a 2007 Ford f350 turbo diesel. Okay, this is my tag that's upside down, and the reason why it looks all distorted is because I got mic to mirror the front of my truck. I was acting on a hunch because in my recent videos you'll see that I've been actually talking about the Vesica Piscis, and the shape that it creates is a dimensional window. So in doing this, I said to myself, I said the truck that I drive every day has this egg shape or Vesica Piscis shape in the front of it. So I said, I wonder if I got Mike to mirror or overlay that insignia, will we get anything? And on a hunch I did that, and on a gut feeling, and here's just one of them that actually came up. And this here, after Mike mirrored it and I turned it upside down, I get that of like a crown. Okay, now this is supposed to be the written word form of Ford, but after it becomes mirrored, it creates a crown. And here's the bottom portion that would fit on the head, and then actually here's the other things that come out of it, which we would expect for a king or queen's crown to be. So, but it gets better, people. I have some more images up here. I'm going to be going. Oh gosh, what do we got here? Let's go back up there. Look, come on up. Okay, we're back up in the crown. That's the crown. Let me cancel this. Cancel that. And let's go to next. How come you're not going to next? Okay, here's the next symbol. As you see, another symbol is created here, and we turned this upside down. This is my tag. I'm not trying to cut my tag out. A lot of people has this thing about covering their tags over and all that. If you wanted to find me, basically all you have to do is Google my name and you can find me. So I don't give a damn about my tag. In fact, my tag being there brings the reality as to my truck, my vehicle, my symbol being used to make this discovery. So it doesn't make a difference. I mean, for those of you that are big on my tag, then whoopee. All right. So again, look at this symbol. It's turned up. Again, we have the Vesica Piscis shape, which is already automatically created by the Ford symbol. But the lettering in the Ford symbol, when mirrored or overlaid, creates this dimensional like keyway. And you see this like this little alien figure here with a body, like with an insect's body. And then this heart-shaped key here creates that push down. Like if there's like this creature is the key to who we are. It's like a strange message behind it, but it gets better though, people, because the things that I've shown you so far can be disproved. But let's go to the next images. As we go deeper into this, things start to look a little more obvious to us. So what is this here? Let me see if I can bring this in closer. Can you guys picture what that is? I instinctively know what this is. Let me bring it in closer so you can see it with me. Again, we're still at the grill of my truck. Okay, this is the Ford symbol that's mirrored over thanks to Mike overlayment. What is here and what is being shown, people? This is a hat, a cap of a Chinese person. There's the Chinaman's face right there. There's his left eye, his right eye, his nostrils, his mouth. And what is going on? You ever see that symbol of the snakes, the inturning snakes, where the snakes are going around and wrapped around it? There's two snakes that actually, you see it in medicine symbol, and you also see it in ancient Egyptian and ancient Maya, how those snakes embody each other and creates that like that figure eight, enveloping figure eights, that intersecting figure eight that the snakes create, that you see that. Well, that's what that is with an image of a Chinese man. There's his jawbone, a cheekbone. Here's his mouth. His mouth is open with the black snake going through his mouth and dropping back out again. His arms, his would-be shoulder and arms are other snakes going around, and it's showing you an embodiment of an Asian guy with snakes. And this is my Ford symbol on my truck now. Now, I know that through Asians came Caucasians. Okay, so therefore it's easy for me to go forward, or backwards should I say, because I know where Caucasians came, where Asians came from. So let's get the Ford guy that created Ford, he is a Caucasian. If he's into the cult and the idea, these people that I found out to be larger than life in business and success, and actually have, I bet you if I actually go back and check into this guy, this Henry E. Ford or Henry Ford guy, we'll find out that he was involved with one of these organizations or groups. I bet you that he probably even had questionable sexuality, all of these things, because you know why? This guy knew who he was. His symbol tells me that he knows who he was, because when it's mirrored, it produces a truth. It is a genetic identifier to whom this Ford character was. He knew who he was. So the creator of the Ford and the Ford insignia knew who he genetically was, and then hidden in the logo of the Ford pickup trucks or Ford cars or Ford period is his trademark. And his trademark name is also his cult-like identifier describing who he is. So this guy, Henry Ford, who was a Caucasian, knows that he came through the bodies of the Asian people, okay, which were bridged over, and they're showing you serpents and reptiles. This is something that goes much more deeper than you could possibly understand, but there is a sequential order on how it is done, on how life was created. So we take this guy and we turn him upside down, this Asian looking guy, and turn him upside down, and if I am correct, then he will transform into what? Because before him, you know what came? The likenesses of African and ape. So we turn this guy upside down in our next image. And lo and behold, there is our ape figure. Left eye, right eye, nose, mouth. And the snakes are actually combined, giving the ape embodiment of that of an ape in a crown, the king of beasts. Morphing the ape, I can see also the face of a lion. So that image that I just showed you of the Asians, which came from where? Africa, Egyptian, all of this information is shown here in this Ford insignia. The snakes, which were actually turned over to show that in the other direction, creates the crown on the other side, i.e. Medusa, and people back in our ancient times, Egyptian times, Mayan times, the embodiment and the showing of the snake was always a symbol to describe genetics and genes. And I know what the symbolization, where it evolved from, where it goes, and who has it, and understands what it actually is. Let's go to our next insignia. Here is another one, and this again is my grill back upside down. How many minutes do I have? Okay, 9 minutes. This is the symbol of the cat, the mouth, the eye. Now, remember I started talking to you about King's ancient rooted kingship and queenship? This cat actually has in its face the jester. It has the jester appearance, the courtyard jester, those bells that come off on the jester's cap and the bells on the end. Look at how this cat has the appearance of that of a jester, a clown. You know what this is meaning? Again, I defined what the jester means. The courtyard jester in the ancient symbolization references the colorful character of the clown, meaning that this colorful character is embodied with the genetics, the cult-like, cauldron-like created genetics of those that are depicted in these images. And this is the same exact thing that is telling you here. Here's the cat's mouth, there's the cat's nose, there's the cat's right eye, there's the cat's left eye, and then in the center, the cat has a crown. I don't know if you can see that little crown right there that I just pointed to. I can possibly bring you in closer. And this is a mirrored image of my Ford logo on the front of my truck. You see the eyes, and this is a little crown in here, people, that has the little points in there. Okay, I know it's blurred because we're going from one image to the next, but this is the face of a cat. The eyes is the embodiment. It's telling you royalty, a royal cat. So, and royal bloodlines. That's what this is telling you. Okay, Henry Ford is paying homage through his symbol, which is that of the Vesica Piscis, or Pisces Vesica, whatever you like saying it. I like saying it both ways. In there, if you mirror the Ford image, in this case, off of my truck, there's a dimensional window that we can see through. By the way, people, I discovered that in this dimensional window of the Pisces Vesica, Pisces Vesica, or Vesica Pisces, however how you want to say it, it creates dimensional images. Now, a cat wearing a crown? No, that can't be, huh? But hold on, people, because as you start to look at royalty, look at this. There is a cat in reality wearing a crown. A mighty big piece of waste of money in my mind, because these people are symbolizing these creatures as almost as that of being human beings, because they understand the significance in this. Here's the queen. Here's another here's another real pic for you guys that you never possibly saw before. This is, I believe, is what they call a lion, a tiger mixed with a lion. And the queen is sitting on this cat's back, in my mind, suggesting she's genetically bridged over between that creature, which I've been stating all along. She's holding up the two fingers that you see in Renaissance art all the time, Christ and them, you see that? And so this cat is wearing the royal crown, for real, because her ass sitting on the back of this cat is stating that the royal crown is on this cat. So you take her, and let's change her into a crown, a queen's crown or a king's crown, queen's crown, and place it on the on the tiger, lion head, and you have the same message. So if that doesn't make sense to you, then people, then figure out why in the hell would a queen take the risk of sitting on this beast's back, unless there was a symbolic cult-like message to be read into that. I'm gonna agree to get out of this video. Again, here's these cats dressed in royalty, as you see on the front of my truck, and there is a black cat right there. You can't see. There's a cat's eye, and I gotta get out of this video. I have to agree to get out of this video. Here's another cat, a black cat in this case, and look how the black cat's face is here, and then they have another face down here. Look at this man. Then somebody actually added a mouth over there to the side, but look at this mess. You see what I'm saying? This people, now this is like a cut and paste type thing, but this is telling you what is going on, okay, with these symbols and the ideas of what is happening about genetic bridging. And it's on my truck. I'm gonna have to get out of this video, but what I'm stating, people, is that my Ford truck has a Ford symbol on the front of it, that when it is mirrored, it has an underlining truth that tells us that Henry E. Ford, I believe it is, knew who he genetically was, and now I can reveal to you what he's actually stating. I'm going to end my video there. Thank you for watching.